that's not gonna work. Okay. Hello. Hello. Oh. Beforehand. Oh, hi, Mr. Yeah, and George Orwell. Wow, what a pleasure seeing you here. 1984. It's been quite a year. It has been quite a year. Yeah, today actually is 11:30. It's gonna be my father's funeral. So that's happening today. All the same, you know, it's like, well, you know, Lord, hi, Dog Dave. If I get real and it gets raw, then that's what it is, Mr. Enduro. That's what it is. I mean, you know, if you wanted people to think better of you, you should have acted better. I could have been a better daughter. Could have been a better wife. Could have been a better mother. Could have been better at everything. In the end, really, I guess Jesus is just going to judge our behavior. But the sins you commit against yourself are still sins. The sins you commit, like, you know, because you're participating in commerce, basically. Yeah. I get it, but I don't understand, but I get it. You know, I mean, we all think different. And excuse me 1 second while I take a deep breath. So, anyway, like right there, like those waves of destruction I've left on my path. Encourage your viewers to share your live and invite more friends. Oh, please do. That would be lovely. Thank you very much. So let's get started. Gosh, I wanted to do this live, but I didn't intend for it to be like, probably should have lost connection. How does it always lose connection? Seriously. This fucking app. Or is it my... I got time to spend with you today. Hi, Sandy. Rock. Chapel wasn't interested in shit like that. Hey, Chart. But Michelle was. Very much. Like, into the fairy tales, into the... that. Hey, Chart. But Michelle was. Very much. Like, into the fairy tales, into the... So I had it printed out, and... oh, it was a dime. I don't know how I got there. So as I copied it... Oh, it was a dime. I don't know how I got there. So as I copied it into my Bible... Right, here's where I started. My handwriting is terrible there. I started thinking, man, there's something interesting about this list. Hi, Mark. I'm so happy for you having a beautiful life. That is awesome. You're a lucky man. So what's interesting, the first thing that was interesting to me about this list is that I have 50 Irish names. And my friend is Irish. Like, dude, like, The information's out there. You just can't have it. That's weird. That's really weird. And then I start looking at these names, and these names are, right on. First off is one of my very favorite people in the whole. Okay, so Zedekiah was the fourth son of Josiah. But there was a king in between there, because Zedekiah was the fourth son, and his older brother, what was his older brother's name? This is the dude that got taken down by King Nebuchadnezzar. It's back here somewhere. It's in the book. It is in the book. Is it in Daniel or Book of Ezekiel? I just feel like it's going to be something else. But we have the story of Zedekiah being the last king and Jesus coming from the different line. Perhaps at this point it would be beneficial if I got out my notes. Except I'm going to have to dig into the deep notes. Gosh. I got to go all the way back here because I've written the... We were talking about Queen Teotefi and her relationship. We were talking about Queen Teotefi and her relationship to Zedekiah. Right now, you're living in these end times and, sent here into a war zone, naked, with nothing but the skin on you. And then they, whoever the fact they are, claimed pieces of your soul and nailed them onto a tree, onto a piece of paper, boom, boom, left and right. Pieces of your soul and nailed them onto a tree, onto a piece of paper, boom, boom, left and right. And he is the final king of the Old Testament, the first of our bloodline being King David, because there was also King Saul behind him, but of our bloodline we have the first of our bloodline being King David, because there was also King Saul behind him, but of our bloodline we have King. Oh, well, I did write earlier Southern Judah, and that's in pen. So that is correct. It's Judea. So King David, and that's in pen. So that is correct. It's Judea. So King David, King David, there is the question if King Solomon is also the son of David. Now, at the top of my head, when we have daughter of Anna, and granddaughter of Zibeon the Hivite, also Basemath, daughter of Ishmael and sister of Neballoth. So Bathsheba and Basemath. These are the same. Not identical, but the naming convention. Naming conventions always follow a line, right? Probably even your family. You were named after your father, your grandfather, your mother, or someone, or perhaps someone even very, very close. That's like family. Because now we're not as strict. But back then, it was strict. I mean, you needed a way to know. That's like family. Because now we're not as strict. But back then, it was strict. I mean, you needed a way to know. Because now we're not as strict. But back then, it was strict. I mean, you needed a way to know. It's not right. But yes. I can't remember if he lost or if he won, but I guess he lost because I still see the T in the alphabet. So they're numbers, they're concepts, they're sounds, they're stories, they're everything. Bathsheba and Basemath definitely have a familial relationship. Plus, also, remember she was married to Uriah the Hivite. So again, keeping it in the family, Solomon may be King David's son, but he's most definitely descended from Ishmael, and possibly the Hivite Uriah. Uriah's going to have an influence on this baby no matter what, because that's just how it works. Whether you like it or not, no, you know, you're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want. Yes, 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 you can. You know, I'm not allowed to judge you for it, so you do you. You do you. I would feel better not bringing that stuff up, seeing as the way I am just a horrible sinner myself. The word was sent, though, both for the Jew and the Gentile, and hey, you know, I guess that fall under the latter. But even the dog eats the crumbs that fall from the master's table. So, let me in, let me in. All right. Somehow in my notes, and if Indy pops around, she might be able to help me. All right. Somehow in my notes, and if Indy pops around, she might be able to help me. I was so sure that Solomon's first wife was one of David's daughters, and that therefore Sheba. Oh, and Sheba, that's perfect, because that's something else that I wanted to mention. Sheba means, it's the same word as Shiva, which means 7. So both Lord Shiva and Sheba, the queen of Sheba, and where else do we see Shebas? Sheba and Dedan. That means 7, but 7 is, right? It's not just a number, it's also a concept, and the concept here is it took as long as it took. It's over when it's over. It came to the end at the end. They finished it when they were finished. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for dropping me off right now. Hi. I gotta do it both ways. Oh, no, it would be like this. Okay. Erase that. Okay. Okay, now you can read that, right? It says, yeah. Hey, man. Hey, man. Which you... Let the scales fall from your eyes. Let your ears be... Let the scales fall from your eyes. Let your ears be unstopped. Let the scales fall from your eyes. Let your ears be unstopped. Didn't I have a saving experience? Didn't Jesus die for me? Mercy. Inappropriate. Thank you. Okay, coming back. Hi, Ted. I just wrote this I just wrote this flashcard yesterday. Or maybe, okay, maybe it was 2 days ago. On the last one that I did. Obviously, you can see that's that's two aleph. Obviously, you can see that's that's two aleph. Yeah. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say? He said Levi. Oxen. Levi, who was assigned to Aaron. Hamstrung oxen. So if you look at the word Aaron like this is oxen, and then you have an R, O, and then O-N. O-N. O-N was the city of the sun. Well, not the city of the sun. It was the name of the sun god. His counterpart, Aaron, would just turn me on, leave me on, go about your day. Well, and I'll just explain the whole story to you. We'll get there. I'm so sorry about the connection. I don't know what to do about it. Like, this is my... Oh, man, I just threw that across the room. I'll be right back. Gotta move my chair out of the way. Ooh, and everything. Sorry. Oh, I just realized. So that's why I was gonna buy those furniture movers. Okay, I gotta put that back on my list. I also need some CLR. Dude, could I tuck in my shirt any tighter? That's just weird. I feel like I need a wardrobe change. Could I tuck in my shirt any tighter? That's just weird. I feel like I need a wardrobe change. But I don't. Maybe because it's not my color. I'm not sure about this external fabric. What is that? I'm not sure. Maybe because it's not my color. I'm not sure about this external fabric. What is that? I'm not sure. I gotta look it up. It doesn't... I mean, it's very pleasant to touch. I'm not disappointed in it. It's just I like... cotton. I feel like I'm wearing it. We need to infuse lotions with silver. That's generally what I do. I put some lotion in my cleaning product because that's what it is. It's silver lye. And you want to ground, so you want to have crystals, but you want to know what crystals you're using, and you want to put them where they belong. You can't just, both and both. It's like acupuncture. Hey, you want to see, speaking of book addiction, check out this new book I just got. Ah, where'd I put it? Why don't I see it? Oh, it's right here. Not lie, I need $1. If you could contribute a little something to your girl, oh, I would be so appreciative. And in exchange, I would love to share some books with you. And I do have addiction. I have more cookbooks, health books, workout books, pretty much. What are you interested in? More cookbooks, health books, workout books, pretty much. What are you interested in? More cookbooks, health books, workout books, pretty much. What are you interested in? More cookbooks, health books, workout books, pretty much. What are you interested in? We jumped back to 50, 49, 48. Tied a little knot right there. We tied a little knot with 52 and 33. Just did a little something. Hi, Shadow. Did a little something there. So King David is the first king of this bloodline, but they had King Saul before that. Does anybody else find it a little intriguing that the King Saul before that. Does anybody else find it a little intriguing that this brand new country, Elijah or Yah, isn't that another word for God, celestial? Adonijah is the one who Solomon murdered on the altar. His first act as king. And then two more people. He murdered two more. Actually, he sent his assassin out to murder those two. Sons of David's opponents. This man had 300 wives and 700 concubines, and who knows what he inherited for his father, Solomon, I'm saying. That's how big the kingship grew in that small amount of time, that short amount of time. Your grandfather. This is the legacy that your grandfather, no, your father built. This is not even your grandfather. This is the legacy that your father built. In one generation, this is the wealth. Wisest man on the world, of course. What else did you expect? 300 wives, 700 concubines. And at the end of his life, these women turned him to other gods. Bullshit. I call bullshit. Yeah, I call bullshit. I don't even know human nature that well, but I know if a young man is thinking with his dick, when he is old, he is not going to find that more attractive, more desirous. When he has that many to choose from, he didn't even settle for the Queen of Sheba. She is just one of many. Sheba, 7. It's finished when it's finished. It's finished. Because Solomon is just one mind, single-minded, driven. Because he asked for wisdom, all of this will be added unto you. I need to take a breath. Excuse me. Hey, you. Listen, I'm telling y'all, they know I'm speaking the truth. And even though the audio is shitty and it keeps dropping it out, that's how you fucking know. That's how you know. I guarantee you, if I was sitting here doing TikTok dances, it would not drop once. Because we're talking about the tribe of Judah. Because we're talking about the tribe of Judah. Hey, Eric. All right, we're in the tribe of Judah. All right, we're in the tribe of Judah. Now all of a sudden, well, Ruth's mother-in-law is like, yeah, I think that would be good if you, a stranger who was married to my son, y'all didn't have any descendants, so I don't know. Was she married to my son? Y'all didn't have any descendants, so I don't know. Was she, at the time, was she like, oh, I'm so glad that my kids weren't half Moabite. And now she wants to introduce her to her relatives. Not even if she were a mean and bitter woman, but just like, you know, I'm like, my God commands us not to. We're not supposed to be doing that. I mean, you know, Boaz is of the tribe of Judah. This is a big, I mean, you know, Boaz is of the tribe of Judah. This is a big deal. Is of the tribe of Judah. This is a big deal. You know, you know. God goes first. God goes first. I'm just trying to follow along as closely as possible. That's all there is. But don't follow me, follow him, because if I make a misstep, and you know, it only takes like 3 or 4 to get off the trail completely and die in the woods. So pay attention, but use discretion. Okay, so this tangle here with Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and Judah. We can even go back one more with Terah. Terah was a magician. And now there's a fly. Terah was a magician. A dark magician. There supposedly is the story of a dark magician. There supposedly is the story of, it's not that lost sheep that Jesus came. And who is this shepherd? It actually doesn't, it says Jesus is a shepherd, but you know. It actually doesn't, it says Jesus is a shepherd, but you know. A lot of people get confused. Because we think that all of the apple family, but these words are not like all apples, right? This is logic, right? Abraham is the father of 5 religions. See if I can remember them. There is Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Baha'i, Leana, is that a religion? Leana? So these first 2 are his first 2 sons. He certainly had others, I just don't know them. And that Ishmael and Isaac. So Isaac married his father's brother's granddaughter, Rebecca. And there's the sweet story about how they went out, they crossed paths. It's kind of like written in a fairy tale sort of format. He runs out, they cross paths at the shepherd, the watering hole, something, fall in love and have babies. Their babies are Jacob and Esau. Jacob, when he grows up, he's like the wicked stepsister that follows the first and says, "Ooh, I want some of that good stuff." He's like the wicked stepsister that follows the first and says, "Ooh, I want some of that good stuff." What happened to you? Oh, He's like the wicked stepsister that follows the first and says, "Ooh, I want some of that good stuff." What happened to you? Oh, you pricked your finger on the spindle. Passed down along family line, all the way from Adam and blessed by God. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Okay, so today the title is Bereshit and the breastplate. Bereshit is the first word of the Bible, and we've been looking at it through the lens of the tarot. Now, I'm going to clear off my desk with all these notebooks that I just put on here. Let's see, I can close this up for a minute. first row. Bear sheet. Let's see, which of the cards I want? Is it these? Yep, it's these. I'm not going to put them all out because it's so much. All right, here. And then... Hi, Teresa. God's puppet. Hi, Teresa. God's puppet. So, I don't know why I would feel like that. Why would I put it there? Why would I do that? Go with today. Go with today. I have to hold my phone while I do this. With 1 in the 3 position, and I'm just nutshelling this, okay? So there's other ways we can get there, and there's longer ways that we got. 3 position, and I'm just nutshelling this, okay? So there's other ways we can get there, and there's longer ways that we got. Okay, so we're back. Hi, Sinister. Hi, Mario. All right, I'm trying to find a flashcard that I've already made. Give me 1 second. I did. You know, another thing I need to redo them because this paper is so floppy. They should just be on smaller flashcards so that I can actually like flip through them and find them. Yeah. Okay. All right. We'll draw another circle. Okay. Okay. Imagine that's a circle. Imagine that's a circle. That's our atom. This, there's no easy way to say some of the things that I'm going to say. This represents our circumcised male. You see his foreskin? The number 2 would be a complete male, and the number 1 is going to represent the female. We're not going to talk about that today. We're just talking about the top row. So, we're not going to talk about that today. We're just talking about the top row. So, old spirit that's been trapped in there, that some old air, stale air that I got to let go of. And we all have so much of it. I probably have a lot more than others. You know, who am I to say anything? I'm just, y'all, hell was in my own mind, and it was in my own heart, and I had to free myself. Dude, that was fucking hard. That was hard. I didn't even know. I didn't even know I was there. Just clueless. I didn't even know. I didn't even know I was there. Just clueless. Fucking clueless. That's on me. Bible says to be wise as serpents, gentle as doves. I had it flipped. Like I'm playing a game of blackjack. Everybody tells me to hit. Oh, I think I'll stay. Next hand, everybody tells you to stay. Oh, I think I'll hit. Fucking. Could you be any dumber? It's mostly empty space. This is Adam. We don't know where he's going to go. He's at a crossroads. All right, let me take a quick breather and we'll pick it up. I'm trying to remember how we're... Oh, yeah, we wanted to do Aaron. Okay, well, we'll get there in just 1 second. Okay. Okay, after we laid down our first 3 cards, and I'm going to continue to call this a magic square, but I'm using it now. And there's a whole lot of them, so, you know, choose your fighter. That being said, I looked at a couple of the different letters, like the L being bigger than any of the others, and if we're going to bring any letter on trial, maybe it should be L. Maybe he needs his little top knocked off. And in the Tower card, he definitely gets his top knocked off, doesn't he? We're not there yet. But we've heard these stories. We heard the story of Lucifer falling like Satan. And, you know, Emma's the star. Gee, a star that starts with L that fell from the sky. Oh, you know, it's not really, the symbolism in this row is not really hidden. We see it everywhere. And in the middle was the Hierophant card, who made an appearance in our second row, so we had already discussed him at length. Although now, going from an inorganic position to an organic position, and yet he's going to be lifted up. So there's this interesting cycle there. Oh, sure enough, there's the Wheel of Fortune, and oh my goodness. Maybe instead of getting in this loop, let's look at another 3x4 grid in the Bible, and that would be the breastplate of an adopted son. Aaron is not Moses' son of Pharaoh, because he was adopted. His older brother, his blood brother, Aaron. See, not same rank. Get it? Okay. He appoints him to be high priest. The Hierophant's already taken, and we've already discussed why the Hierophant cannot be the high priest. Cells, when it really should have been even more narrow. Not the broad, not all Levites, but the sons of Aaron. It should have funneled down. Let me read from my Bible dictionary. Let's see, priest. My Bible dictionary. Let's see, priest. The New Testament word for priest is related to a word meaning holy. The New Testament word for priest is related to a word meaning holy, and indicates one who is consecrated to sacrifices and praying in their behalf. The chief or high priest supervised the priests, offered a sin offering, and sacrificed on the Day of Atonement, which is this. We've done videos. And ascertained the will of God by the Urim and Thummim. Oh, I lost a card. Which are on the chariot's breastplate, the charioteer's breastplate. Right here, according to A.E. White. Plate. Right here, according to A.E. White. The Levites served as assistants to the Aaronic priest, according to A.E. White. The Levites served as assistants to the Aaronic priests. But Jesus's real name is Joshua. Okay. It is what it is. All right. So there's more than one Joshua, right? He's Yeshua ben Joseph. Yeshua, Joshua. There's more than one Joshua in the Bible. So we're calling him Joshua, and the second magician that we will see in the third row, that is Jesus. Okay? What is it? Right? What good is it? What good is it? Good is it that I'm saved? What good is it? Yea for my soul. What about my family? What about my friends? What about my family? What about my friends? What about the people I've hurt? What about my family? What about my friends? What about the people I've hurt? And if you know, you know. And if you know, you know. Moses, Aaron, the big brother of Moses, is appointed high priest. And Levi, the rest of his brothers, Levi, are appointed assistants to Aaron. So these cards are appointed assistants to Aaron. So these cards are going, okay, this is representing Joshua and Aaron. Moses' general and military strategist, Moses' big brother. Statesman, priest. This is Levi. Look at him with that evil intent. It's very interesting. Okay, so at this point, I think we need to get into the notes. Why are we... Oh, well, today, the title of today's presentation is called M1. Again, this is not a true... Obviously, it's not a true magic square. Obviously, we're not dealing with numbers. So I don't know why I feel the need to keep explaining that. We're using our tarot cards. But I'm still going to continue with the terminology and the vocabulary of the magic square as to apply to our spread, because it is based on the Hebrew alphabet, which is really also a numerical system. Our spread, because it is based on the Hebrew alphabet, which is really also a numerical system. M1, when you're talking about a magic square, is the sum of the first row. So that's why we're doing it live, because we are being asked to figure out what does this first row mean to us? What is the significance of this first row? What are we looking at? What do we see? Well, the first thing that really stands out to me is that Levi in Genesis 49. Gosh, somebody called me out for my book addiction. I'm like, yes. Looking at me. I'm looking at you for ever saying a crossword. He remembered every single one. Shame on you. Shame on you. Can you believe that God has mercy upon my soul? Can you believe that God has mercy upon my soul? It's all a game to him. Please be righteous, but I cannot tell you how to do that. I can just tell you that there is more than one chain. He did not make it easy for you to escape his trap. And you walked in voluntarily. Voluntarily. Trap. And you walked in voluntarily. 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 I mean, you have to take responsibility. Voluntarily. I mean, you have to take responsibility. Yes, it was the demons. It was the parasites. It was the programming. It was the advertising, the MLBs, the subliminals. It was the myriad of things that it could have been. The medications, the poisons, the bad combinations. It could have been anything. Could have been anything. But it doesn't matter. Because you're in charge. You're driving the chariot. You might think that changing the wheels out is going to make you go faster. You're driving the chariot. You might think that changing the wheels out is going to make you go faster. So obviously, you're going to be seeing some jokers popping up. And where'd our cards go? Right here. Do we really have this many? Wow. That one and that one. Okay, this one. This is the one. Okay, this one. This is the one. We can do it the way we want to do it, okay? He is the descendant, like metaphysically, of the position of justice. Do you see our similarities? All right, we're both in red. We're both sitting between pillars. We both have crowns. Of course, the Hierophant has 3 crowns, and we've already discussed that he's got one from the Emperor. So 1, 2. Here's number 2. Here's number 2 that we're giving him. All right, why did we do that? Oh, because Levi, who is dispersed and scattered throughout Israel, Joker, we're going to put a Joker here with the Hierophant. And then, yeah, let's see. We've got another Joker. I wonder where he's going to go. I don't know yet. I don't see. We've got another Joker. I wonder where he's going to go. I don't know yet. I don't going down, but we'll see. We're just working. Let's have fun with it. All right. That's the end. That's M1. Next time I see you, we'll be on row 2. Peace out.